What's going on, everybody? My name is Wally and today we're going to be continuing our platinum playthrough of Final Fantasy X the HD Remastered Edition. Now in the last episode we left Besaid Village to head towards the docks at the beach so that we could board the SS Leaky and set sail. However, we were ambushed by Kimahri because he was mad at us for almost costing Yuna her career before she even got started. Even so, Waka stepped in to defuse the situation, my knight in shining armor, and then Lulu and Yuna told us a little bit more about Kimahri Ronso of the Ronso tribe, and then Yuna also mentioned that he has protected her since she was a child. How sweet of him. And then once we boarded the SS Leaky, Yuna waved goodbye, said her farewells to the villagers before we finally set sail. And then you could tell that Titus was in a much better mood because he was up to no good, up to his shenanigans involving a pair of binoculars and a pair of mountains, so to speak. Wink wink, nudge nudge. And then we headed to the bottom deck to do some exploratizing, and then we met an interesting new character being Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire, aka Owaka the Who. He then insulted our clothing and called us a bunch of brokies, but even so he had the audacity to contradict himself and say lad, you wouldn't have a bit of guilt, Selend. Of course I obliged, even though we got off on the wrong foot, because it'll be worth it to help him out, and trust me, he will grow on you. Now in today's episode, however, we'll be heading back up to the top deck to see what's going on, have some deep conversations, fierce battles, and intense cutscenes. So if you guys are excited for today's episode number 6, and you want to let me know, hit that like button down below. With that, let's stop yapping and get right into it, shall we? Okie dokie, you guys, let's head to the top deck here to see what's going on, see what's good in the neighborhood, what's crack-a-lackin', as the cool kids say these days. They still say that, don't they? Oh, hey Kimahri. Hey big guy. Sun's getting real low. Now, apparently we're supposed to be talking to Yuna here, but she looks a little bit preoccupied, a little bit crowded, but that's not gonna stop me. That's not gonna stop me from trying to approach her and try to put my little head in there, squeeze through them, and see what's going on. So let's do just that, shall we?
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
First of all, don't you ever scoff at me like that, okay? I'm one of the cool kids. Ain't that right, Kimahri? No? Okay, he's shaking his head. There goes my career. There goes my hero. I'm sorry. Now, they also said that Yuna is Lord Braska's daughter, and I don't believe them because they're such douchebags. So, I'm gonna fact check that with Owaka here.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
There you have it. Waka and Lulu basically confirmed that Yuna is indeed the daughter of High Summoner Braska, who defeated Sin 10 years ago, which is weird because Sin is still around, so I don't know what that's about. We'll find that out much later on in the game. And then now, Titus and Yuna have something in common. Both their fathers are famous. Wow. And then Lulu also added a little bit of dark humor there when she said that Waka's a little bit lacking in the imagination department. We'll find out about that a little sooner rather than later. So now, I have never approached these two douchebags before, so I kind of want to see what they have.
Lord Braska's daughter? She just might have a chance.
We'll get her to Kilika, we will.
She does have a name, you know. Yuna.
Lady Yuna.
Well then, we pray for Lady Yuna's safe passage.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that. I wanted to see what they had to say, just, you know, like have a normal conversation with them or something, like not voice acted. What the heck? I just approached them and I stopped the moment the camera changed angles like that because I knew it would be a cutscene. What the heck? Like, I knew it would be a cutscene, but I didn't know it would be a cutscene. You know what I mean? Wow, this game's almost 25 years old. I played this game more than 20 times at least, and I've never had that cutscene. Like, look at them, they're so unapproachable. And usually after I talk to you, not Lulu, god damn it, I'm getting everyone's names wrong. After I talk to Waka, I'll head straight to Yuna. Wow, that's interesting. My mind is blown. Wow. Okay, so Yuna's finally alone here. Let's go talk to her. Let's talk about the weather.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jecht told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jecht. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here, are you not?
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy.
Oh boy, Sin is back and ready to attack, but this time he's not here for us. He's heading for Kilika and we need to distract it. Now, before we start talking about this fight here, I do want to talk about Titus's and Yuna's conversation. Now, according to Yuna, Jecht came to Spira 10 years and 3 months ago. Now, she remembers that because that was the day her father Braska left for his pilgrimage as a summoner. Now, of course, Titus was doubtful of that. Like, how would he get here? And then Yuna relieved all his doubt by saying, "You're here, are you not?" There you go. And Titus basically answered his own question of like how Jecht would get to Spira. Basically, Jecht went out to sea to train one day and never came back. And as we know, Sin looks like a gigantic space whale that dwells in the sea. There's your answer right there. So Jecht might have come into contact with Sin somehow by accident, and then Sin just accidentally and now Jecht came to Spira. There you go. There you have it. The answers are in the clues right there. So now let's talk about this battle here, shall we? As usual, I'm going to set up with 5 cheers. Now you might be wondering why Yuna is still in here getting these cheers, bars. That's because I've mentioned before that I want Yuna and Titus to be as close as possible because certain cutscenes change depending on who Titus is closer to. And Titus, spoiler alert, also has a overdrive that includes a character helping him out, and I want Yuna to be a part of that. And to build that relationship, it helps to have Yuna in the front lines receiving buffs from Titus, and Yuna can heal Titus back and forth and whatnot. So there you go. That is why Yuna was still in the front lines. Now let's get everyone their turns here, shall we? Before I use Lulu and before I forget to give Kimari his turn, let's just do that right now. Let's see what happens when we deal with these 3 sin scale and then we start dealing with the fin. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. There you go. More sin spawns, sin scale come out, and
how many of these things are there?
The fin! Attack the fin!
so there you go. We're supposed to attack the fin. Fighting at a distance, regular sword attacks cannot hit targets at a distance, such as Sin's fin. Attack these enemies using magic or Waka's blitz ball. There we go. There we go. So now there is a little bit of a infinite XP AP trick you can do here. So the sin scale will keep spawning no matter what. Every time you get rid of all 3 of them, more spawn in, and you can farm them as much as you want. You can keep killing the sin scale without ever hitting the fin, and then the whole party will get extra experience, but I won't be doing that. I prefer to level up evenly. So there you go. Let's not make things too overpowered for ourselves. Now, while Titus deals with this sin scale, I will be hitting the fin with Waka and Lulu here to whittle it down, and then we can do an overkill, get an overkill by summoning Viola at the last moment. So that's what we're gonna do. And then Titus can, like I said, keep dealing with this sin scale here so that we can get a little bit more extra experience. It's not going to change the game, so there you go. Now, before I do that, Waka's low on HP, but I do want to switch to the sensor here to keep track of Sin's fin. Now, before Waka gets into any more trouble, let's heal him up. Heal him up, Scotty. And like I said, there you go. Now Titus, after getting 5 cheers, he can one-shot all of these Sin scales. Now I hope they don't say anything else. I know we're supposed to deal with the fin here. There we go. Now since Finn will keep moving back and forth like that, that doesn't really matter much. Or does it? Maybe we'll distract it long enough so that it doesn't reach Kilika. Now Sin's Finn here is not weak to any specific spell, any element whatsoever, but I just keep using Thunder because it's in the water. It's the Pokemon player in me, okay? Just leave me be, man. Leave me be. Don't get... Bam! Okay, I think... Yeah, let's get rid of one more Sin Scale, and then we'll call in Viola. I think we can already get a overkill with Viola, but... just a little bit more extra experience wouldn't hurt now, would it? There you go. Oh, I should have gotten rid of that one because you're gonna use spines. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, Yuna, come in here and summon a Viola, shall you? Can you? Will you? Yes, she will. Yes, she will. Now we get to use Energy Blast for the first time. Now it's very nice that we get to call in Aeon here. After all, we are trying to deal with Sin, trying to deter it from getting to Kilika. So let's do just that. Let's use Energy Blast. We need all the power we can get. The power that's inside Pokemon. Now, she paints a circle using her hair like a brush. That's dope. That's dope. Energy Blast. Server says overkill. There we go. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy these cutscenes. Oh boy, another boss battle. Yikes, man. Back-to-back boss battles. I did mention at the end of the last episode that this one is going to be dope and lit as hell. So there you go. Let's use Dark Attack on this guy. Now this guy uses an attack called Drain Touch twice. Yep, if it hits you, he'll heal. And it uses it twice, and then it'll use an attack called Blender. Now I don't know if Blender is a physical magic or special attack, but I hope it's a physical attack because then cheers will help us lessen the damage. There you go, that's what I wanted to say. Now let's start with 5 cheers as usual, and then there's the same trick you can do with this Sin Scale, and you can farm them as much as you want, but I won't be doing that. And also if you do, Lulu, Yuna, and Kimari will not be getting any experience from it because Titus and Waka are the only ones in this battle. So there you go. Now, Waka keep attacking the main enemy here. I forget what this Sin Spawn's name is. There we go. Here comes Blender. We're at 4 cheers right now, so we should be fine to tank this. 100 plus? Yeah, 104. Okay, let's keep track of the damage there. That was 114, 111, around there, right? About 110 to 115 damage. Now this is the 5th cheer, I think. Now the damage should go down to about 104, 105 maybe. But let's keep ourselves alive here. Let's keep it safe here. Let's heal up before we die. And Titus, I'm gonna keep the Hunter Sword on him so we can keep track of this boss's HP. What's its name? Can we like look at his name? Can you attack Titus? I would like him to get an overdrive. I feel like I started like 10 sentences there and never finished anything. Oh god, we need to dark attack it again. Look at that. From 50 damage, supposedly, it's supposed to do 50 damage, and now it's doing 38 damage. Wait. Let's use darkness on it. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, please attack Titus. I would like to get an overdrive so that we can get an overkill on this guy as well. There we go. Bam! Bam! I mean, well, I wanted to farm some sin scale, but let's not do that. Let's not do that. Drain touch, miss, stupid, bam! Like, please, can you guys like attack? Okay, Waka's 0 MP right now. This is bad. Hopefully, there we go. We got an overdrive. Sick. Here comes Blender again. Okay, so 110 to 114 damage to Surbases. 107, 108. Was that 18? 118? Can it go critical? I don't think it can. Never mind. If it went critical, that would have. Oh, control yourself. Oh, don't get crit. Oh, no. I did not mean to attack there. I meant to use my overdrive. Now let's guard first, I guess. Okay, stop attacking. Yeah, I was about to say stop attacking Titus. Now, let's use. Wait. Can we get an extra? Nope, we can't get an extra turn. Well, I guess we're gonna miss out on that 5% extra strength. I don't think we're gonna need it though. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get an overkill. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. Woo, that was scary. Bam! Overkill! Let's go! That was a crit as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there's going to be a very intense cutscene right and now, so I'll see you guys after that.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
Wow. Well, there you go. Sin didn't need to do anything. All it did was just swim close by and everything got destroyed. Women, children, old people, everything and everyone got destroyed, annihilated, gone. That's it. End of story. Ain't that wild? That is wild. Never gets easier to watch that cutscene. Wow. And then also something interesting. One of the characters, one of the NPCs did say that they fear their loved ones might become fiends. How does that happen? How in the world does that happen? We'll find out a little bit more about that. And it also served as a little bit of a motivator for Yuna. She said, I will defeat sin. I must defeat sin. She just wants to stop sin from killing all these innocent people and destroying their homes. So there you go. Now, I am going to drop a save right here and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alright, let's head forward here and see what these guys have to say about what just happened. Hey, you're alive! Wait. What do you want? We're not open. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What about you? Oh, the pub's closed. I don't think I can get through this without a drink. What you do to my drink? My diet Dr. Kelp? How am I supposed to eat this without my drink? I'm sorry. I had to make light of the situation, okay? Leave me be. Leave me be. Can I help out? Can I help out? That is watch your step, y'all. It's not safe this way. Well, there you go. That's one more rare occasion where the NPCs say Titus's name. Ooh. Now, Waka, I know you're the coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs and all, but you need to be helping out instead of standing there deep in thought. But let's head forward here to one of the most iconic scenes in the game. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Yeah, there you go. That is the iconic sending scene from... I love that cutscene. I love that cutscene because it changed my perspective on gaming as a whole, man. Like, I didn't know gaming could be like this until I played this game for the first time. And I'm so happy with where we are with gaming these days, with God of War and The Last of Us and whatnot, which I will be playing on this channel. I cannot wait to get that. But, man, the choreography, the graphics, the weight of that cutscene was just amazing. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. This game is the best game of its era. I swear to God. But either way, we did learn how these dead souls, these souls can turn into fiends. Yeah, their envy for the living turn to anger and even hate, and then they turn into fiends, and then summoners need to send them to the far plane where they may rest in peace. And then Lulu, kudos to her for answering Titus's question very cleverly. He asked, "What's the end?" And everyone turned to look at us like a bunch of, like we were a crazy lunatic. And Lulu was very smart in her reply by saying, "Until she defeats sin, you dummy." So there you go. Now, what else do I want to talk about in that cutscene? I think that's it for now. Yeah, there we go. Now, let's make a light of this situation, okay? Let's end on a happy note. Let's see what this kid is all about. What is he doing, huh? What does he think about what just happened, huh? I'm gonna be a blitzball when I grow up. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be a blitzball. He wants to be a blitzball. He doesn't want to be a player. He doesn't want to be a commentator, not a referee. No, he wants to be the blitzball. You do you, little kiddo. You do you, little kiddo. There you go. So now I'm gonna drop one more save right here, and I'll see you guys after that. Alright, you guys, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Now, I know it's been a while since my last upload, but I had family come over and I'm recording in my living room. So if they're around, I can't record. I do apologize for that. But I also used to rely on natural lighting, which is not the smartest thing to do, but I had to work with what I had, make it do what it do. But either way, whenever I had time to record, it would be overcast outside because it's rainy season here in Malaysia. And then whenever I didn't have time to record, it would be nice, bright, and shiny. I know, right? Story of my life. But either way, I did reach out to my brothers and asked if they had my old lighting, which they didn't, but one of them had an extra small little ring light that he was no longer using. He was nice enough to ride all the way here for like half an hour just to pass it to me. So shout out, baby brother, for having the lighting, getting the lighting to me, I should say. Shout out to him coming in clutch. But now that I have lighting, hopefully I can record at any time of day. Hopefully my cam doesn't do some weird frame rate nonsense with that. So let's stop yapping here, shall we? Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a doozy of an episode, like I promised previously. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you guys so much once again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Deuces.